Welcome to Ambition Woke Me Up. Today we're going to be talking about emotional intelligence. Now, we're going to cover up some things that are very imperative to understand when it comes to getting upset and how to handle people in this world. See, people skills is very important in this world, but I think what's more important is emotional intelligence, learning how to respond to life itself, with circumstances, and with people that might get you upset. So, with that said, let's get into it. Emotional intelligence. Now, in most cases, right, when you have someone in your work field or as a business partner or as a spouse, people tend to get under your skin sometimes, right? And I think the best way to handle things is to take your emotions out of it. When it comes to going to work, you might have a lot of people gossiping about you. You might have a lot of people trying to get into your head. But understand that if you are actually letting your emotions take over, you're giving that person more power. About what's going on behind you. So the best way to handle things is just be sarcastic with certain things if it bothers you. If someone calls you names, just say, hey, you know what? If I were you, I'd probably think I'm like this too, right? And that way you don't let it phase you. You don't let it bother you, right? Another way is if you have someone, let's just say, you see your boss and you're trying to talk to your boss. And your boss just kind of just yells at you, get out of my way or blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk to you, right? And now, what happens is you start getting emotionally upset now, right? You look at the event. So the event just happened. Your boss yelled at you. You wanted to approach him and you wanted to talk to him about something, right? Something positive. But he just wasn't having it and he said something to you and that just ruined your whole entire day. See, you have the power and choice to respond to something like that. So if you have an event that comes up like that and if you don't learn to respond to it, so you're always going to have that event. But if you learn how to respond to that event, you're going to have an outcome. Once you had an outcome, you've already made a choice to respond to that event. This is how it works. Your boss yells at you. You take it very personal. Now your whole day's ruined. Now you go behind your boss's back and you tell your coworkers and his employees, Jack is this and this and that, and this is what he said. This is how I feel. So now you've already gossiped about your boss, but now not only that, but you're also trying to make your boss look bad, and he's gonna probably hear from his boss that he needs to learn how to talk to his employees, right? Now, take that event, and you look at the response. Okay, what was my boss going through? Maybe something happened at his house. Maybe him and his spouse are planning to get divorced, or something happened for him to react like that. Maybe his boss yelled at him. Something, right? So by thinking about that, you are changing your perception about this person, right? So in that event, you're learning how to respond to it. Knowing that, hey, you know what? Yeah, he yelled at me, but maybe this wasn't the best time for me to approach him and say something to him, right? So I'll approach him another time. And, your boss will probably appreciate that, right? Because what you're doing is you're learning how to respond to it with an outcome. And you're not going back to his employees and you're not discussing what you've encountered with your boss to make him look bad, right? So there's always another time. Just thinking about the other person. What has that person gone through that day for him to react like that to you? Don't take it personal. See, life's not about taking things personal. Learning how to take your emotions out of things, right? You have to see it in a different way. At the end of the day, you could be book smart, you could be very smart, but we're all still primitive. We have this emotional part of our brain. We can't control that. Once this controls us, we don't know how to take things unpersonally. So to get ahead in life, take your emotions out of it. Whether it's business, whether it's getting rejected, whether it's someone talking behind your back, whatever it is, don't let things get to you in this world. This is emotional intelligence. It's a very crucial skill. Don't sweat the small stuff. don't focus on things you can't control, right? Don't chase people. Just, be your natural self, but just learn the skill on handling life. Something happens to you in your life, as circumstances happen, learn how to respond to it. By practicing this, you're going to learn that nothing's going to faze you, and you're always going to be focused, right? See, the one thing is, leaving your work field and taking that home with you, and now you're losing sleep over it, right? Think about it. If you're going to die tomorrow, would that be very important to you? No. Again, we don't know if we're going to be around tomorrow. So, if we, let's just say, die tomorrow or next week, would we let these things faze us? We have no time. We don't have a lot of time in this world. So let go of things, all right? Don't focus on things you can't control. And also, learn how to respond to situations, all right? With that said, have a great day. If you haven't signed up, please sign up. Thank you very much.